J. Faulkner, from Armagh via Holland. It's a long one, girls, and I have to get through it. Via Holland and London is a writer, martial artist, sketcher, para-archer and dreamer, but most importantly, a husband and father. He lives with, but refuses to suffer from, both a rare genetic neuromuscular disability called congenital myasthenia, which causes muscle weakness and restricted lung function, and spina bifida. He was hoping for a better mutation, maybe something that would allow him to join the X-Men. As far as we're concerned, he has joined the X-Men. So the reason this is mentioned is to highlight diversity and disability in writing, and to show everyone, especially his kids, that anything is indeed possible. And Jay, I for one believe you. Tonight, Jay is reading The Good Boy.
No, that's fine. Thank you. Right. Hopefully my voice will stand up to this tonight. Oh, and I have to say, because it seems to be a new theme, that I get requests now for different T-shirts. This is Trish's request, and it's obviously Wonder Woman for... I did get made an honorary member of Women's Allowed, but obviously only honorary, so this is for Trish.
You're definitely allowed. Where's Trish?
Okay. Right, now I have to read. Okay. Right, The Good Boy. Don't worry, kid, the man with the blood on his hand stammered, his face wider than his teeth. Everything will be okay. Faces cluttered around me, above me, leaning over and pressing in on me. They looked like the balloons my dad had got me for my last birthday. 11 balloons, one for each year, he'd said. The faces were just like that, floating, though I couldn't see the strings. Car engines roared, just as they had when I'd started crossing the road, but, just like then, I couldn't see them. I could smell them though. The fumes tickled my nose and made me want to cough. The cough wouldn't come. My chest hurt too much. Horns blared, again, but the screeching sound I remembered hearing before was gone. What had that been? I couldn't remember. Jesus, the man's voice shook. Has someone called that ambulance? I giggled a little when he said that bad word. Dad would have told him off for using that one. It wasn't just a bad word, it made fun of God too. Dad didn't like that. He didn't like that at all. Every Sunday we dressed up in our best clothes. Him in his blues, me in my blazer, shirts finely pressed. I used to love watching the steam from the iron blowing into shapes that only I could see. I liked the dragons best. The rabbits weren't bad either. Dad said he could see them too, but I don't think he could. Hold on, son, you just hold on. I blinked the darkness out of my eyes and saw the man again. I could smell his breath, just like Dad's. I must have fallen asleep. My eyes felt so heavy. I was so cold. Why was I cold? Dad used to kiss me goodnight with his stubble tickling my face, his breath having that funny smell of coffee and fags. I'd watch him flick the ashes of his cigarette into the air sometimes. The wind took it, made it dance in the breeze. It made shapes like the steam did too sometimes. Grey dogs chasing the rabbits. I remember asking him, long time ago, if I could have a cigarette so that I could have yellow teeth like him. He said no. He didn't really tell me off, he was just a little annoyed. Was I allowed to get stubble though sometime? He smiled when I asked that and everything was all right again. He smiled a lot, my dad did, even on the day he got on the big boat. It wasn't a Sunday, but he was dressed in the blues anyway. He held me tight, kissing me with his stubbly lips and making me giggle. His eyes shone, wet, just like that man above me now. I'll be back soon, son, he'd said with a smile, his teeth yellow. You be a good boy, you hear? He always held my hand when we crossed the street, told me to look both ways. I think he would have told me off this time. I forgot to look. Maybe I wasn't a good boy. Come on, son, hold on. The yellow teeth smiled through the darkness. I couldn't see the eyes, but I smiled back. I wasn't cold, not anymore. I was floating too now, warm and safe, but tired, so tired. Yes, Dad, I whispered. Thank you.